the crux, the spirit of the Holy Quran and the doctrine of Al-Islam is here. Why I chose these few ayat? Because it says something. If you believe in that, one thing I tell you, believing in the Western terminology, you say, yes, I believe. Me? Yes, I know it's right. Not in Islamic terminology. If you declare your Iman, that means if you put into practice, then you will be understood that you have Iman in it. You have Iman in it. Believe is no word for us to. We discard this word. If you have Iman, what Allah is saying here, then it will change your destiny. It will change the destiny of the community of the Muslims all over the world. Only if they have Iman and they realize this thing, that huwa ma'akum, He is with you, aina ma kuntum, wherever you are, and wallahu bima ta'maluna basir. And indeed, He knows, He sees, He beholds what you do. Aina ma kuntum. Now, if you think, let's be very simple, let's be very practical. If tomorrow you receive a letter from the president of some country, or you live in a country, the president of the country sends you a letter. Don't worry. He says, please, Mr. So-and-so, or Miss So-and-so, don't worry. I'm responsible for your provision. And you will have everything from me. And I will be with you wherever you are. So tell me what you will think then. The president of your country tells you this thing. What you will feel? Come on, tell me. Will you feel weak? No, You will feel very strong and you will go about full of confidence. So when you are told the ruler of the rulers, the Almighty, King of the King, the our Creator is with you. If you have Iman, you should never feel weak. If you have Iman, you will never, you can afford. If you have Iman in this,
لا ترجو لا تخشى سوى توكل على الله لا تيأس من فضل الله توكل على الله لا ترجو لا تخشى سوى توكل على الله.
We don't suppress and we don't fake. We're real about what we feel, and we're real with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We complain to Allah, not about Allah. At the same time, we continue to have hope and continue to realize that even if it's dark right now, the sun will rise again. This is the realization that things will get better, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always there for you.
وبالصلاة على المحبوب يحن القلب يرق يذوب على الله توكلت أنا وبسم الله بدأت هنا وبالصلاة على المحبوب يحن القلب يرق يذوب توكل على الله لا ترجو لا تخشى سوى توكل على الله لا تيأس من فضل الله توكل على الله لا ترجو لا تخشى سوى توكل على الله لا تيأس من فضل الله.
As a verse that really brings a sense of peace and calmness at times of distress. It is a verse that deals with the Battle of Tabuk and the great difficulties that the companions were about to face. And it was a very difficult circumstance. In the middle of the summer, they'd have to leave their agriculture, they'd have to leave Medina when it was most needed, travel 1,000 miles in the heat, and they were gonna meet, they were wondering, they were scared to meet, the Romans would be coming, and Allah Azza wa Jal said to them, قُل, say, لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا هو مولانا وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون. Say, nothing is gonna happen to us except what Allah has already decreed. لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا هو مولانا. Allah is our Mawla, our protector, our caretaker. Allah will take care of us. وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون. And put their tawakkul, put their trust. This is such a beautiful verse, and it talks about the reality of the relationship between the servant and the Creator. And it talks about the very essential Quranic concept of tawakkul, of putting one's trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this verse gives us the primary benefit of tawakkul. When you have tawakkul, the problems of the world will not affect you. When you have tawakkul, no matter how difficult the circumstance, no matter how powerful the storm outside, your heart will be at peace with itself. Why? Because you know nothing is going to happen unless He has willed it. And who is He? He is my Mawla. He is my protector. He is the one who has created me, cares about me, nourishes me. So why should I worry? Why should I fluster? Why should I be in grief? Whether it's a medical problem, whether it's a financial problem, whether it's a social problem, nothing is going to happen unless Allah has willed it. My worst enemies cannot affect me unless Allah has willed it. No one has power over me unless Allah Azza wa Jal has willed it. No financial issue is going to turn me unless Allah has willed it. So why should I be worried about anyone else? Put my tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this verse also explains to us what is tawakkul. Tawakkul is a psychological frame of mind. Tawakkul is a spiritual, it is a theoretical a belief of the heart. It does not manifest in how you act. It doesn't change anything in what you do. It changes how you look at the world, how you perceive the world. Tawakkul will not change what you do. Tawakkul will change how you feel. Tawakkul is an internal aspect. The Sahaba still prepared for the march. They needed, packed what they needed. They still wore their armor. They still marched to battle. Nothing changed. But Allah Azza wa Jal says, don't worry. Nothing's gonna happen unless I have already willed it to happen. لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا. And there's a beautiful hadith that summarizes the reality of tawakkul. Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, المؤمن القوي أحب إلى الله من المؤمن الضعيف. The strong believer is more beloved to Allah than the weak believer. And the meaning of strong here is the one whose iman is strong, but it also means the one who's better prepared in all aspects. Is better than the weak believer, but in all believers there is good. احرص على ما ينفعك. Be eager to obtain what is a benefit to you. واستعن بالله, and seek Allah's help to obtain it. ولا تعجز.
در هوای تو پر می گشایم به امیدی که روزی